Hi everyone, it's Meridy here, and I'm here today with my 5th process video using the Vibrant Adventure kits. Let's see, today I'm going to make a double page layout. And this is what I plan on using for my layout. I have a few 4x6 pictures of my kids playing at Waterfront Park in San Diego, and then I have some 3x4 pictures which I'm going to trim down right now. Take my little date sticker off the back. So I've got 6 3x4 pictures and 3 4x6 pictures. So this layout is going to be photo heavy for sure. So if you like photo heavy pages, you hopefully will like this layout. And I think it will be flexible enough that if you don't have quite as many pictures as I do, you can still recreate this layout. So I've got those photos to work with, and they're all with shades of green and blue. So I'm kind of sticking to the green and blue items in my kit. It's both of my boys, so I got bros, of course. A star, bra, champ, handsome, today was a good day, and I love you, period. Those are some of the ephemera that I plan on using. I've got a few frames here. There's these 3. So maybe, I think I must have been thinking that I could maybe trim down one of these or 2 of these 4x6s to be 4x4 pictures, because I've got the square frames in there. And then I've got these awesome stars that came in this month's kit. I haven't even used them yet. And then I do have more frames here. Let's see, I've got a 3x3 one. I'm going to throw that in there. And a couple 2x3s. I'm going to throw them in there just in case I need them. Who knows? And then I already have I only have 3 large pictures in here, so I already have enough frames for that. So I for sure won't need these. Okay. And then I've got my little journaling strips that I'll show you at the end where I'll put my journaling. This is just the packaging from the frame set, but I probably am not going to use that on this layout. I'll just keep it with my scraps. I do have a few more scraps here. Oh, actually, one of these scraps says play. So we'll leave that. Maybe I'll use that. Yeah, I don't have too many small scraps because I've been using them. Oh, apparently I had a little orange heart in this bag too that I didn't pull out. Okay. I've got my little color swatch. I've got all of these extra pieces that I can turn to fill up my embellishment clusters once I get to that point. Okay. I've got my alphabets. I'm not sure if I want to title this Waterfront Park or what, so I'm not sure about that yet. I've got my camping stickers. So I can still use some of these even though they're camping, like discover new views, climb to the top because they're climbing. This view is worth it. Yeah, I can still use some of these things. I've got this paper, but since I have this paper here, I'm probably not going to use this one. And I don't really think I want the orange on there. I've of course got my camouflage paper here. Keep that in case I need it. I've got this one, which has the word bro right there, so I need to keep that in mind. And then the black tone-on-tone stripe on the back. This is the other half of the camping stickers, which has the sun that I really like. I'm just gonna cut this there so it comes apart. So yeah, I'll keep these stickers in mind when it's time to embellish as well. I'll keep all of those stickers in mind. And good times, I kind of like. Guys, I could put the guys. Fun. Yeah, I think I can use some of the things from this too when we get to that point. So what I'm going to start with is, I probably am going to use white paper as the background of this layout. Just 2 sheets of white cardstock. And this cardstock is just from my stash. Oh, I forgot to even show you the main papers I pulled out to use. This one with the tone on tone blue stars, it has video game controllers on the back, and this green one, which is orange on the back, but I really like the green side with this, with my pictures. So I will go ahead and cut the branding strips off both of these papers. And then I think I'm gonna kind of try and lay out my pictures on the white paper without using any of the pattern paper first, just to see how I want the layout to be. And then I can come back in and add the pattern papers as I need to. I do not think I'm gonna use this black and white stripe. It's kind of making my eyes go googly right now. Let me look through these and see if I need to build any of these phrases into my layout. Okay, I like the up, up, and away. Maybe for that picture. And then I kind of like some of these squiggly arrows and the arrow that does this because there's lots of movement on my pictures. So I'm going to keep I'm going to keep that in mind. So now let me just set up my white paper and try to get my pictures set up on here. And if I do use any of these frames, I don't want to cut too much off of my pictures. Like if I use this frame on this picture, it basically cuts off this whole little ride, but I think that could be okay. Not ride, but a toy. I think I can use the other one right here. And I think I can put this other one on this picture. So that will add a little bit to my layout. Let's see, I have this. Okay, I think what I have to do first is I have to go trim this picture down and this picture down and get all these frames matted onto these pictures. So I'm gonna go off camera to do that, and then I will be right back to organize my pictures. Okay, so I've got these in frames, and then I've got all these pictures that are not in frames, but I can mat them maybe I might mat them on black, I'm not even sure. First of all, I think I need to decide where each picture is going to live on my layout when it's completed. And I think I should start with the biggest photos and then work around that. And it's hard for me using these heavy frames but only having 3 of them. So I need to make sure that they're balanced throughout my layout. And I wonder, since I have so many pictures, if I might have to go to the edges of my page with all of these pictures. Let's see what I can do here. Yeah, I have a lot of pictures. Okay, I obviously don't need to go all the way to the edges of things. I'm not even really paying attention to which pictures are where right now. I'm just trying to get spacing. But you know, I might just set up a big grid like this, and this just might be the way that things are gonna go. And then I wonder if I can somehow mat all of these maybe on, oh, let's see. Okay, first of all, I think I need to decide which pictures go where. So this one, he's kind of looking straight at me, so I don't want to put it on the end. This one, he's looking this direction, so I feel like that's a good picture to put on the end there. Okay, so I've got that. And then I really want to be able to mat like these whole sections, maybe on a black piece of paper. I think that will make them really pop. So it's gonna have pretty big gutters in between the pictures to make them fit, unless I can trim this down a little. Then I can make that gutter a little smaller. Like if I trim this picture a little thinner, but I don't think it will look as nice. So I'm just gonna have big gutters. Or maybe I can do small gutters and it'll just have a little extra black showing in some places. This is hard for me to decide. Let's see. Maybe what I need to do is mat all of these pictures on white, so that will make them just a little bit whiter. And then I can mat the whole entire thing on black. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna grab a piece of white cardstock from my stash. I'm gonna mat all 6 of those pictures on white. I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so in order to do this and make it be the same size on both sides, I had to trim these 3 pictures down to 3 inches tall. So if you want it to be the same size, if your picture is the same configuration as mine, you're gonna need to trim those to 3 inches tall. And then I am gonna come in here on black paper. I'm gonna leave a little space so that I make sure I have the spacing right. And I can't even tell you the size that I'm gonna cut this black paper, because it's probably gonna be different for everyone, because it's greatly going to depend on how many pictures you have here and what the orientation of the photos are and things like that. So I can't tell you the exact size to cut this black paper, because it's gonna be probably different for everyone. And they don't have to be lined up perfectly along both sides. I just am making them be the same height on mine. So, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these adhered down and cut this out and adhere those on another sheet of black paper, and I will be back after I get them all onto black paper. Alrighty guys, this is my pictures, this is the layout. Now I'm gonna come in with some of these papers. I'm not sure that I'm still gonna use this black, but we will see. And I need to decide how I want to do this. If I wanna put a pattern of paper like all the way behind it, that could look kind of nice. And like I would continue the green down here and possibly put, I would cover up all the white, but it's fine with me. Oh my gosh, if I could just slide that under there and put these at the 2 ends like that on one side and this on the other. Or I can slide all my pictures up to the top of the page and maybe just put strips of like notched banners basically coming out. Doesn't even have to go to the top. I bet I could put notched banners. Just pretend like these are banners hanging in the back. And then I could have another green one here, or even I could put a black one in there. And like, just put like a few banners across the back. I might kind of really like that look, and it might add a lot. It's playful. And then I can add in all my little embellishments that I have waiting to go in here. So I think I'm going to do that. And let's see, do I want 3 banners, 4 banners, 5 banners per page? That's what I need to decide, like how thin am I cutting these banners? I think I want to cut them, let's see, if I cut them 2.5 inches thick, I'm doing the math here. The page is 12 inches wide divided by 2.5 inches. That won't fit. 2.5 inches is, it will leave an uneven. So I can make them 2 inches wide and fit 6 across, but that's kind of, maybe I'm gonna make them a little uneven. Okay, so I'm gonna do some 3 inches wide and some 2 inches wide. And for this sheet of paper, I have 8 inches of paper to work with. I'm gonna cut one at 2.5 inches. The next one, I think I'm gonna use this paper and cut it 3 inches wide. I'm just randomly picking sizes, you guys, okay? The next one, I think I'll do 2 inches wide. And I do realize when I'm going under these big blocks, like I don't need this whole piece of black in the middle. I don't need that. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this in half, and it's gonna do 2 different banners in my layout. So I'll show you what I mean. Like one, I'll cut this apart and put a little sticking out of the top, and then the rest sticking out of the bottom, and it will serve as 2 banners on my layout. I can use the other piece somewhere over here. Okay, now I'm gonna go back, since I did the green. Again, I can do the same with this little piece. I could just put part at the top and the rest sticking out of the bottom. It's 4 inches right now. I'm gonna cut it down to 3.5. And that will be the next one. And then I've got a little space here that I think I'm gonna use. I'm not gonna be able to cut these down because they're showing. So I'm gonna, this is about, I don't know how wide. I know how to tell. I can get a ruler. I like them to overlap a little like that. So I'm gonna cut this one 3 inches wide. Guys, we also started carrying these little tiny rulers in the store. They're similar to the ones that you've often seen me use to place my alphabets and letters on, which are these with the little red grid, but these are very similar. So we started carrying these in the store if you want to pick a couple up. I have 4 of them at once, so that way I can place different words of my titles on different rulers and move them around. But obviously, if you don't foresee yourself using them like that. From this one, I'm going to cut 2.5 inches, and I'm going to cut it in half so I can use that somewhere else. And then the green I need again, and I'm only gonna cut 2 inches out of this green. And I can cut it in half because I don't need the whole piece. And then I'm ready for some blue again. I'm gonna cut 3.5 inches from this blue. Oh, you know what I need to keep in mind? Hootie, I'm almost messed up. I wanna make sure I have enough pieces that are 12 inches long to cover this last section right here. So, oh, that was close. And then I've got a little green. And then I think my very last one will be blue. So this is kind of just like a trial and error thing, as you can see. And I wonder if I just want a little, I do think I want a little green overlapping like that. So I'm just gonna cut 2.5 inches off of here. I will go over these measurements once I get everything cut. I'll go through each strip and tell you how wide it is, so that if you're trying to recreate this, you're not thoroughly confused. I think I like that, and then this one will just need to be there. I might have to trim a little bit of the end off there. It depends how jaggedy and overlapping these are down here. Okay, so let me tell you how wide each piece is, starting at this end. This green one is 2.5 inches. This blue one is 3 inches wide. This black one is 2 inches wide, and it's only 6 inches long. This green one is 3.5 inches wide. This blue one is 3 inches long. I mean wide. You know what? I don't even need to do that. I have a scrap here, and I'm just gonna cut it down to 3 inches wide, so I can save this whole strip. So this one is 3 inches wide. It's the other half of this piece, okay? This black one is 2.25 inches wide. This green one is 2 inches wide. This is 3.5 inches. This is 2 inches. It's the other half of this piece. This green one is 2.5 inches wide, and this blue one is 2.5 inches wide. So that is the sizes of everything. So I am going to I'm gonna notch the bottoms of each of these, and in order to notch them, I will measure. So this is 2.5 inches wide. Half of that is 1.25, so I'll put a little slit halfway in between. And then you can either use your scissors or your paper trimmer to cut from the corner to the middle, from the corner to the middle. So, and then if you have another piece that's the same width as this, so I think this was 2.5 inches, I can take all my other pieces that are 2.5 inches wide, and I can just put them right on top of each other and trim them with scissors. So if this feels like a lot of measuring in this layout, it kind of is a lot of numbers, but you don't have to, if you're following along, and you don't have to make yours the same inches and dimensions and everything that mine is. So just, if you don't want to measure the exact inches and the exact 1/4 inches to cut things, just do what you're comfortable with, okay? And then I'm gonna go cut the rest of these, have notches cut, get notches cut in the bottom of the rest of these. I'm gonna cut a little off the top of each one of these that are sticking out so I can put it across the top right there, and I will be back in just a few minutes. Alrighty, so I've got everything cut, and I'm just gonna come in and start adhering pieces down the way that I like them. I did have to trim this one down to 2 inches. It was 2.5 inches, but I trimmed it down to 2 inches wide because it was like looking really strange next to, there wasn't enough space right there. So I trimmed it down a little. Actually, I just saw right now that I missed this too. Okay, so I'm just coming in from the bottom, adhering down these, and then I'm gonna move this and come up to the top with the ruler and make sure that these are all above in the right places. But I'm gonna go ahead and get all of this adhered down, and then I will do that off camera, and then I will be back, and it'll be time to add some embellishments to this layout. Alrighty, my friends, this is very busy. I think I like it though. I only saved the scraps that were really worth saving. Some of them are a little smaller than others. Like I even saved some of these skinnier ones. I probably won't save them much longer after I'm done with this kit, but I am gonna save them through the end of the month in case I need little scraps for anything. But if it was really tiny, I threw it away. But you know, I'll probably purge some of these scraps at the end of the month when I do my wrap-up video. I'll show you what ones I purged, but for now I'm keeping them since we're really actively working with this kit right now. Okay, so this is my layout so far. I do not need any more of these frames. There are plenty of frames on there. I do like the word play. I might be able to cut it down. Today was a good day. Bros. Up, up, and away. I wanted to maybe put around here, but there are so many pictures on this layout, like it's just a lot. So I might not even put that up, up, and away. Let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and fussy cut this word play out in case I want to use that. I just feel like this is very, very busy right now. I don't even kind of I kind of don't even know where to put my embellishment clusters. I guess I could put one over here and one in this area. It's just a lot. I don't even feel like I want to put 3 on here. Maybe I can put one across the middle in there, like where there's kind of some dead space in my photos. I feel like I might need something else down here. So I'm gonna turn to a bunch of things. I don't think I need the word bro again, so I'm not gonna worry about that. I have the word fun, I have the word guys, I have the word good, and I have the word times in yellow. Let me see if I can get good times. If it might be too big to fit anywhere, but let me get it on this ruler so I can move it around and see if it does fit anywhere. Okay, so the word good times doesn't look as big when it's cut off the sheet. It could easily be on here. I moved these around. I feel like I'm gonna need green in all 3 of my clusters, so I might want to leave this "today was a good day" on there. Not too sure about my little "I love you" period. Maybe right there. Okay, we've got up, up, and away. I feel like I need to also build up that cluster somewhat. Oh, I wonder if I can use a couple lightning strikes. That's kind of like I can add some yellow in there. I don't want to stick those down for real, because I don't want to have to peel them up if they don't work right there. I've got these stars that I love so much, but I think these stars pack quite a punch, so I bet I can use one in each cluster and it will be enough. We'll see. I'm only gonna take out those 4 for now. I kind of like 2 in this cluster down here. I'm gonna peek through here. I'm gonna peek through my stickers. I feel like I said there was something I liked. Oh, it was some of the words down here in the sun. And see if there's I think I like this sun behind good times. Kind of grounds that a little because that was kind of just floating there. Okay, and then is there anything else in here that I need? Okay, I found a few more things that I think I can throw in here. I wonder if I can put this little skateboard under here, because I know this is not a skateboard, but it looks similar to a skateboard. This little park toy. So I think I'm going to try to stick that under there. And I kind of like that there. Maybe I could put this lightning bolt in there somewhere. Oh, and I have this awesome tab. I don't know where I want to put it yet. I might stick it up there somehow. It really just depends how all of these other things are going to fit around it. We'll see. Okay, I think I'm gonna go off camera and I'm gonna start adhering the clusters that I have. And I might need to make little slight adjustments as I go, but you will see that when I come back, if I had to adjust some spacing or whatever on certain embellishments. So I will be right back. So I kind of feel like I love these two clusters right here, and I kind of feel like I need something else down here. So I was thinking to put up, up, and away down there, because that's kind of cool. You know, they're pretty high up in the air and spinning and doing things. So I might do that. I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't any more words that I should put down there. Bright and bold, no. And then I also have some of these curly Q arrows that I was thinking I could put somewhere. I'm not sure where. I mean, even that is cute. If I put a couple of them, you know, I would much rather be cutting these out on the paper, on the clear paper that they're on, than just sticking them straight down. So let me cut a few of these arrows out and see where I would place them. Okay, I think I like that. And then for my up, up, and away, I don't really want to use that ampersand. I think I want to use the ampersand, or I can even use the and. Let me see what I can do. Let me cut this apart and I will put something else in here. Since this is sticky or clear, I can just replace it right on there. So should I do it like that? Or like that? Oh, I think I like the word and. Yeah, I think I like that better. Okay. So let me just tear off the backs of these and get them adhered down. While I'm doing this, I think I can talk a little bit. So if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more process videos by me using our current monthly kit, you might want to subscribe here to our YouTube channel. I'm glad that you found us if you're new. If you are interested in our kits, we now have a subscription option. So you can subscribe and automatically get a kit each month. There's a few perks. You get a little free embellishment pack each month. You can read all about it. I will link the description to our subscriptions in the I'll share the link that will take you to our website in the description of this video, is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I can't concentrate apparently and talk at the same time. Yeah, if you were inspired by this layout, whether it was to use your Vibrant Adventure kit in the same way and recreate this layout, or if it is to use something in your stash to create a similar layout, we would love to see it on our Not Just for Boys Kit Club community Facebook group, and I will also link that in the description of this video. And let's see, pretty soon I'm going to be, I think I might already have come on here to talk about, I don't know exactly what day this current video I'm working on right now airs, but I know pretty soon there is going to be a video up. It might even be up before this airs. All about our 12 days of Christmas, the 12 days of Christmas that I'm going to do on YouTube. And it will coordinate with our December kits, which are going to release on Black Friday. And there is, you know, there's a little extra exclusive kit for Black Friday, or for 12 days, if you're following along with the 12 days of Christmas videos, which last year, those were a pretty big hit. So if you're thinking about doing that, you might want to get on fairly soon and pick one of those up. They will be available on Thanksgiving at 8 o'clock p.m. Arizona time. And and we anticipate that they're probably going to move pretty quickly. So I'm just giving you guys a heads up about that. That's for the 12 Days of Christmas series that we're going to have in December again this year. My journaling, I think I would like to just put it right up there. I probably don't have a ton of journaling. They're just playing at the park. So it probably will just be a couple little strips, very small like that. I can also put it, you know, under down here. That would look nice. Just about, especially if it's only a couple strips of journaling. It will look nice there. I can't really overlap anything here. I just need to find, layout is so photo heavy that there are not a lot of places that it can go. But I do want to tell you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in a couple days with another video. Thanks. Bye.